Hello everyone. Today we are giving presentation on leveraging m-commerce for competitive advantage. We are doing case study on Kohl's digital transformation. Our group number is 312 and I'm Sandhya. First of all, I'd like to give the summary on the work we have done. This case study provides a detailed overview on how one of Australian primer retail chain, Coles, has embraced mobile commerce. My team has conducted comprehensive research into Coles' strategic approach in integrating m-commerce into their operations, which has significantly boosted their online sales activity. Throughout this transition from traditional retail method of mobile platforms, Kohl's encountered several significant challenges that we will examine in details. Additionally, we will discuss the various advantages that arose from adopting this technology, assessing its overall impact on the customer experience, whether it has been beneficial or detrimental. A key takeaway from this case study is the evolution of Coles over the years, particularly focusing on their journey from the initial implementation of m-commerce technology to their subsequent growth. This transformation has not only strengthened their position in the market, but also provided them with a competitive edge over other major retail players. Moving on, I'll be giving a background on the whole case study, that is introduction. It is before moving to the background, it is necessary for us to understand the difference between m-commerce and e-commerce. M-commerce and e-commerce are both methods of conducting transaction online, but they differ primarily in devices used for the user experience they offer. E-commerce typically involves transaction carried out on desktop computers or laptops, providing a broader and more detailed browsing experience suited for large screen. In contrast, m-commerce focuses on transactions via mobile browsing experience suited for large uh, device like smartphones and tablets, emphasizing simplicity and speed with streamlined interface for quick navigation. Additionally, m-commerce allowed for greater accessibility, enabling user to shop anytime and anywhere, often using mobile-specific payment methods such as digital wallets. While e-commerce catered to a wide audience through traditional online marketing strategies. M-commerce targets on-the-go consumers utilizing mobile-specific techniques like SMS marketing and app-based promotions. Overall, M-commerce enhances the shopping experience by catering to the unique needs of mobile users in a fast-paced digital environment. Before the advent of mobile commerce, that is m-commerce, Coles had already established itself as a significant force of Australian retail landscape. As Australians and residents of Australia began embracing mobile technology, Coles recognized the need to incorporate m-commerce into their e-commerce strategy, delivering an exceptional online shopping experience in the process. The company's mobile application is continuously designed to enhance internal operations and improve the shopping journey, ultimately driving sales growth. Research by Geffen in 2003 highlights the importance of consumer trust in the success of an e commerce platform. For a platform to thrive, it must be precised as easy to navigate, convenient, and genuinely beneficial to the consumers and their families. Coles has successfully cultivated a reputation in the m-commerce space that align with these principles by prioritizing user-friendly, robust security measures and personalized features tailored to meet the diverse need of each consumer. Furthermore, the study in the realm of e-commerce have shown that m-commerce can significantly boost sales, primarily because it signifies the shopping process of consumer. For a retail giant like Kohl's, maintaining an effective and precise mobile platform is crucial, not only for driving sales growth, but also for fostering consumer loyalty, which in turn contributes to an increased market share. The case study of Kohl's serves as an exemplary illusion on how m-commerce can subsequently improve business operations and enhance consumer satisfaction through the thoughtful integration of technology. This transformation demonstrates how leveraging mobile commerce can lead to a more seamless shopping experience and strengthen the company's position in a competitive market. Next, I'll be handing over to my teammate Sakha to continue the presentation.
Hi, good afternoon, I guess. I'll be looking at the challenges and discussion aspect of this particular case study. I found it really amazing how Coles went through all the challenges and tackled the challenges and came out of the challenges in this particular thing because Coles was actually a traditional form of marketing, traditional form of retail industry where they were handling physical customers, providing them with a physical experience more rather than just going for m-commerce. So as every retailer, Kohl's also had to face a huge challenge in coming from traditional form of retail to digital marketer form of retail. So the overall organization needed to understand the m-commerce. The organization needed to understand the rapidly going different, no, different version, different sense of shopping from the customers of all the great age groups. So this is basically a shift in customer preference. So customers really shifted from a traditional form to a mobile platform, especially the younger generations shifted quickly, but even a mid-adult and older generation also adopting through this slowly by slowly. So Coles has that immediate urgency to develop application to go from a traditional form of retail to m-commerce, to the newer version of retail, and but they had to do it in a very steady and robust way where people will not find it very hard and they will adapt to it really nicely. So and now in that process, the next step would come user experience. User experience is basically an application has to the UI user interface of an application, the UX, the background of the application has to be really smooth and nice. So designing an app that should be looking interesting for younger generation, that should be easy to navigate for older generation was a challenge which schools did it really in an amazing fashion. So another would be a cybersecurity. Now, out of everything, if a giant retailer does everything right, but if they make just one mistake or if they not think cybersecurity as an important aspect, then everything will go in vain. So, cybersecurity in transactions was one of the biggest concern in terms of m-commerce integration for calls. They have to make this transaction so secure in order to gain that trust from customers. In order to ensure the secure transaction, it has to be secure, it has to be effective, it has to be quick. So cybersecurity was another form of challenge for the calls. So now, this the inventory management was more of internal challenge because it didn't really deal with external factors like consumers and everything. But inventory, one of the biggest challenge for inventory management would be keeping a real-time stock data because it would really continuously change. The stock will change, the buying and selling will change. So keeping a real-time stock data in a website, in a m-commerce platform was a really big challenge for Coles, which Coles has been handling it very amazingly. So logistics, so meeting in a high expectations of consumers, since people are people have decided to adopt m-commerce. So adopting m-commerce not doesn't just means they wanna sell, they wanna buy a product from a phone, and they wanna pay for a phone, but they have to go to a particular place and receive it. So it has to come to the doorstep. So one of the biggest challenges with another for Coles was the click and collect option. So Coles could have done it a very hard and long process way, but instead it chose click and collect options, which was easier, which was beneficial, which would really give that customer extra push for them to move towards Coles. And of course, every of thing of this will lead for a higher stock value, of course, in market. So with this, I would like to also move on to discussion aspect now. So let's uh let's go to discussion aspect, please. Thank you. So now I'm going on a discussion aspect of this thing. Now, this is the favorite part of me, where I found immense joy in researching about how m-commerce was, came to a plate for consumers. So yeah, app usability is basically a very default requirement for any giant, any retailer to make a usability so nice. The user experience needs to be so nice. Everything, navigation needs to be nice. So user apps usability has to be nice. That's a very basic requirement for anything to work out. So which Coles has done really well in this aspect. Another would be an agile approach. Now, this approach, the decision of taking agile approach in development of application is a key for Coles in many things. So the fact that agile approach represent instant feedback from consumers, instant data from the agile approach asks for instant data, instant feedback from consumer, and it's rapidly improving. So agile approach is based on consumers, based on customers instead of how the application needs to be made. Not just a technical bit, but also more of a uh, emotional values linked to it, more of a psychological values linked to it. So, on an agile approach is basically a continuous improvement and based on a real-time user feedback. That is the main reason the whole thing kept the application, mobile application, current and customer focused. So the whole point of this was to have a customer focused application, which Coles has done fantastic job in this one. Another would be a security. One more time, the security would be a key factor in to gain the customer trust. Now, security does not just mean the security of transaction. Security could mean a data security as well, because there will be a millions of Australians buying from Coles, millions of people buying from Coles, and they would want their data to remain at utmost secure, not just transactions. So Coles has done a good job in really having that security check in place and having that doing that really well. So this is one of the good one. Another thing would be engagement through personalization. Now this is one feature that has made Coles m-commerce look slightly bit different from other platforms during that time. So Coles added the personalized options, which means customer were giving a recommendation about the product based on a previous purchases history. Coles were also recommending new products to customers. Coles were giving a separate shopping list for the customers. You could have their own cart. So everything was personalized for customers. So when they were going to Coles app, they were not going just to random places. They're feeling home because it was their shopping cart, it was their shopping list. So that feature really kept a user engagement to utmost high, which also lead to higher sales, which eventually leads to views growth in stock market, of course, stock value, of course. So with this, I would like to pass it on to my friend to further the presentation.
Okay, let's begin by looking at how Coles implemented its e-commerce strategy. They took a data-driven approach carefully, like analyzing customer behavior and identifying common pain points in the shopping process. So this allowed them to uh, them to create a solution tailored specifically to their audience and improve user experience and boosting engagement. And in terms of app design and development, Coles worked with top software developers to ensure the app was both user friendly and scalable. And they opted for a minimalistic design, which meant easy navigation and quick and smooth payment process, exactly what modern customers expect from a retail app. And they also invested heavily in the back end systems. For example, their real time inventory control meant customers could easily see what was available both online and in stores, with the added convenience of a click and collect feature. This seamless integration between logistics and inventory was crucial for customer satisfaction. So, security was another key area where Coles excelled, and they implemented a robust encryption and data protection measures to ensure secure transactions. With rising cybersecurity threats, this focus on security was essential to building customer trust. So, additionally, Coles understood that their staff needed to be well versed in these new systems. So they focused on employee training and ensuring that operations run smoothly without disruption. So finally, Coles embraced continuous improvement and they adopted an agile approach and regularly updating the app based on real-time feedback and ensuring that the platform was always evolving to meet customer needs. So let's talk about the results of Cole's m-commerce implementation. So firstly, customer satisfaction was greatly enhanced, and Cole's designed their app with user friendliness and personalization in mind, leading to a much smoother shopping experience. So this ultimately increased customer loyalty. And from a business perspective, sales increased significantly, and m-commerce allowed Coles to capture a larger market share, especially among mobile first customers. This helped Coles position itself as a market leader in the retail space, distinguishing itself from competitors who were slower to adopt these technologies. So, another key success was how they addressed challenges in cybersecurity and inventory management by implementing strong security measures and keeping their inventory data accurate. And Coles was able to gain the trust of customers and provide a reliable shopping experience. And they also ensured continuous improvement of their app by incorporating user feedback. They were able to stay competitive in the rapidly evolving digital retail space. So, lastly, the key takeaway is how Cole successfully aligned m commerce with their overall business strategy. This integration wasn't just about creating an app, and it was about leveraging technology to drive long term growth and a secure competitive advantage in the marketplace. So that's all about my part. I'll hand over this presentation to Eranga.
Thank you, Chanali. Now let's dive into some exciting recommendations to help Coles take their m-commerce platform to the next level. First up is artificial intelligence or AI. You have probably heard a lot of AI recently, right? Well, it can be a real game changer for Coles. By using AI, Coles can create a more personalized shopping experience for each customer. Think about it. When you shop online, wouldn't it be great to see suggestions that match your personal tastes, like product you might have forgotten to add or item based on what you have bought before? AI can help Coles analyze each customer's shopping habits and make really smart, tailored recommendations. This is not only makes shopping more convenient, but also makes customers feel like Coles truly understand what they need, boosting both sales and loyalty. Our second recommendation is to expand payment options. Nowadays, people are moving away from traditional payment methods like cash or even standard credit cards. Many prefer using digital wallets or newer technologies like cryptocurrency. By offering more of these payment options, Coles can appeal to younger, tech-savvy customers who want the flexibility to pay in whatever way suits them best. It's all about making sure the shopping process is smooth and effortless, right down to checkout. Plus, this could set Coles apart from competitors who haven't embraced these newer payment methods yet. Next, let's talk about blockchain. Blockchain may sound like something only tech experts care about, but it can actually make a difference in the retail world. By using blockchain, Coles can increase transparency and security in their supply chain. What does that mean? Well, imagine being able to trace every product you buy from its origin right to your doorstep. Customers today, especially those who care about things like ethical sourcing and sustainability, will appreciate knowing exactly where their products come from and how they were handled. This builds trust and add value to Coles brand. Finally, we think Coles could continue to improve their logistics, especially with real-time delivery tracking and enhancing their click and collect services. Customers love the convenience of shopping online and picking up their orders quickly or having them delivered fast. But there's always room to make this process smoother and quicker. Imagine being able to track your delivery in real time down to the minute or having an even faster click and collect process where customers can grab their orders with minimal wait time. This could take customer satisfaction to the next level, especially for busy shoppers who value speed and convenience. Now let's move on to the closing remarks slide. Now, as we have come to the end of this presentation, let's take a moment to reflect on the journey Coles has taken with m-commerce. What Coles has achieved so far is really impressive. They have successfully transformed their business by embracing digital technology, and as we have seen, it's made a huge difference to both customer satisfaction and overall sales. But the journey isn't over yet, far from it. With the right steps, Coles can keep building on this success by implementing the ideas we have discussed, like using AI for personalization, offering more ways to pay, integrating blockchain for transparency, and improving delivery and logistics. Coles cannot only keep up with the changing customer demands, but stay ahead of the competition. These technologies aren't just buzzwords, they represent the future of retail, and Coles is perfectly positioned to take advantage of them. Looking ahead, Coles is well equipped to navigate the challenges of the ever-changing retail landscape. Their focus on innovation and their commitment to making the shopping experience better and easier for customers are clear signs that they will continue to lead the way in the retail space. They have already built a solid foundation, and by continuing to evolve and adapt, they can ensure their success for years to come. So let's keep an eye on Coles' next steps. We are excited to see how they will continue to innovate and shape the future of retail. Let's bring our presentation to a close. We hope you find it insightful and engaging. Thank you all for your time and attention.